This year we're working, with in a new Hutong area, and which is in another. It's always in Xichen district, but it's on the west side of the city, and we have been working directly with the developer there. It's a very different context than industrial art. Crafting this conversation takes time and momentum too. So what we're doing now is not to think of this as we're setting off an exhibition for Beijing Design Week. We will, of course, but that will be sort of like the product of concerted efforts, partly research, like that are very kind of driven by not only the dynamics that are present in the area or the sort of like analysis, urban research that we are attempting to do, but it's also by by drawing this, future picture, like of what this place could be, of taking the future and pushing it back into the present. So it's a different type of operation, and I think that this makes it possible to always remind you that you live in the present, and that for how much often like architectural proposals, like our envisioning of the future can be very bold, and utopian, but I think we're actually offering, like ground for people to test this, maybe bold ideas, but in the true context, like of a living environment with real people, with real communities, like and angry neighbors, they might not want to have you there. It's very rewarding in many ways. I think that it's also like really changing not only at large, but the meaning of the definition of what this so-called design weeks, can do, and really it's not a name that fits us at all, but it's also, I think, and this is the end goal, is like how professionals and people feel like engaging with us. So it's no longer now like this, conversation, but it's becoming a little bit more of a polyphonic dialogue when people are a bit more aware of these multiple sites and places that we are. And I think that this is much more of a foundational work that will reward on the longer term. Do you think that you can really sort of like bend taste, and lifestyle choices by telling me that glass, is made with biodegradable materials or whatever, or maybe you can offer me new products that can help my problems and my challenges, be met with ease, so we are trying to, for example, this year we're trying to work under this larger, grander theme of like the design for China. So that's, which is not about Chinese design, but it's really about like what does it mean to, nurture and develop tools, products, skill sets, research environments that meets the need of this large demographic context.